I'm having deja vu. I feel like we've done this before.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Deluxe class, Sunstreaker! So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right here, you have a picture of Sunstreaker in adult mode, and the usual Combiner Wars background here, without the comic Combine to Form! Optimus Maximus, the king of the repaints. On the back of the box, we have your obligatory product shots, this, that, the other, all that stuff. And you have a brief bio right there if you want to read it. And that's basically it for the packaging. And of course, included in the packaging is the comic book with a nice piece of artwork there of Sunstreaker. And of course, on the back, you do have an extended bio for Sunstreaker, so if you want to read it, I will pan up slowly, so start reading! Go! Read. 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 And done. There we go. So, moving right along here, we have Sunstreaker, which is the first figure of Wave 4 of Repaint. I mean, Combiner Wars. So, here he is. And Sunstreaker is a repaint, slight remold of Breakdown. And it looks nice, though. I like the mold, even though it is the weakest of the Stunticon molds. But I do think it works for Sunstreaker. So we'll get in close here so you can see the details. Nice Autobot symbol right there on the hood. You do get some nice silver paint there on the headlights. I love the metallic paint here on the windshield. Very nice. Got some silver here on the rims, a little bit of red in the back, and that's pretty much it as far as paint apps go. But, you know, we're used to this by now. But there you have that. And he rolls as rolling things should, although this back wheel doesn't like to hook up sometimes. Don't know why. You roll because it's normal! I don't know. But there he is, and just for a comparison, here he is with Breakdown. So you can see, it's the exact same mold. Nothing redone, nothing, remolded. It's the same thing, man. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, man. Only the paint is different. Only the paint's been changed to protect the innocent. So you have that. And here he is with the Classics Sunstreaker. Just so you can see how he scales with the Classics version from a few years back. So, you know that. Pretty much the same size. So, there you go. Now, of course, he does have accessories. He does have the hand-foot gun, which is the same hand-foot gun that came with Breakdown. So here's Breakdowns. You can see the exact same mold, except purple. It's now all silver and shiny, which does look nice. So there you have that. And of course, you have storage for this in vehicle mode. Of course, you have your ports right up top here. You can take it and just plug it right on if you wish. But the proper storage method for this is that you have this little tab right here on the thumb. You have this little slot right here. Well, for some reason, the back on mine does not like to stay together. But you have that slot right there. You just plug the thumb, just plug that tab into that slot, and then you have these two tabs right here that will go into these notches right there. So just bring it down, push that down, that locks it in place, nice and snug like, and there you go. He looks a lot more Sunstreaker-y, more. I don't know what I'm saying. But there you have that. And he does include his weapon, the sword gun, which is the same weapon that came with Breakdown. So here's Breakdown's weapon, as opposed to just the blade being painted silver. They painted the entire weapon in silver, but it does look nice. I likes me some silver paint, so I don't complain. So there you have that. And of course, you could store it up top if that port was still available, or you could take it and just plug it into the slot here on the sides with this tab right here. So you can just take it, plug it in, plug it in like that, or you can plug it in like that. Either way, it looks kind of ridiculous, but hey, storage. It's a thing you can do with it, so there you go. So let's just get right down to transformation, shall we? Let's just put all this off to the side. And we'll go into his combined modes and then to robot mode as usual. So you just want to take the windshield here, untab that, bring it down, take this whole front section, fold that down. Take your hand-foot gun and put it into its foot configuration, like that. Just bring that thumb straight back. Plug it into that port. Flip up your combiner peg. Right there. Leg mode! Yay! We've seen this before. So there you go. As usual, good ratcheting goodness, clickety, clackety goodness, swiveling goodness, heel waggling goodness. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I don't know. So there you go. So now we'll get down to arm mode. For arm mode, you do want to take these side panels right here and bring them up, which on mine are really tight. A lot of these joints on Sunstreaker are definitely tighter than they were on Breakdown, which is a good thing, really. So once you have that freed up, you can now take the legs and bring them out and down, like that. And again, these joints are a lot tighter than they were on Breakdown, which is a good thing. And just bring all that back together. You can bring these arms back down. Oops. Right there. You want to flip down the feet, so you have that port right there. Flip down the spoiler. Take the hand-foot gun, put it into its hand configuration, and just flip out the hand, flip this piece down, bring the thumb down. Again, it can be a right or left hand, depending on what you want to do with it. Plug it in, bring that peg down, and there he is in his arm mode. So you have that. So as usual, you can use this joint right here as an elbow joint, or you could rotate it and use the hips proper as an elbow joint. Totally up to you what you want to do. Wrist swivel, thumb moves, get finger movements. You can open and close the hands. You have that port right there on either side, so you can plug a weapon into. Your usual fare for these Combiner Wars toys. So there you go. Arm mode. Yay! Now on to robot mode. Take that, put that off to the side. Bring the legs around so they're facing forward. Split them. You want to bring them up on this hinge here, which this hinge is also a lot tighter, which is nice because now the legs don't wobble around so much when you're trying to pose them, and that's a good thing. So I'm glad they fixed that. Bring that combiner peg down. You want to take the arms and just bring them out just one click. There is like a soft detent here, so you want to bring it out just one click. And then you can unfold the arms like that, unfold the arms like that, and just take this whole section right here, untab that, which is again a lot tighter, right there, and just bring that around, and these two tabs will go in right up there. Just take that, make sure it tabs in. If it doesn't tab in, it's because you have these joints kind of misaligned. You're just going to have to bring things back there. Like that. There you go. So you want that to tab in. Like that, and then you can bring the shoulders all the way up, and they will fill in that little gap right there on either side of his head. Like that. Rotate his head. And there you have him in robot mode. Yay! I don't know why I keep doing that. I really don't. And there you have Sunstreaker in his robot mode. Now again, the only thing that is remolded on this guy is the head. Everything else is still breakdown, but we'll get in closer on the head sculpt so you can see it. It is a very nice head sculpt though. If the camera will focus, there we go. It is a very nice head sculpt though. Nice yellow, nice silver. There is blue in the eyes, but you can barely see it because his eyes are pretty small and they're kind of recessed in his head there, so it's kind of hard for the light to get in there, but his eyes are painted blue. And you do get some extra paint apps here. You get a little bit of that metallic blue right there on his belly. A Autobot symbol right there. Some reds, some blacks. Some blacks here on his shins. Some black paint on the shin. So, there you go. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Articulation-wise, head is on a ball joint, so you get a little bit of wiggly-waggly movement. The shoulders are on a ball joint, so you get a nice full range of movement there. You do get a double-jointed elbow, you get that upper joint right there, and you get a ball joint right there, which also affords you a swivel. You do get a waist swivel. The hips are on a ball joint, so you get nice, pretty much full range of movement there. Thigh swivel. 90 degrees of bend there at the knee, and you can kind of wiggle his feet up and down if you want, and wiggle his heel up and down, if that serves any purpose for you. So, there you have that. Of course, you have to readjust his hips because he can still go, yeah. So, there you have that. And of course, he can hold his weapons. He can hold this as a sword. He can hold it as a gun. I prefer him holding it as a gun. I let Breakdown hold it as a sword. So there you have that. And of course, you can hold the hand-foot gun as a handheld weapon, if you wish. But of course, you do have really the proper storage as far as Sunstreaker goes, is you can take this, you can use the port and the peg right here, plug it onto his back, and you can do that with him. But, raise this up just a smidge here. Excuse me, I'm just readjusting myself here. But you, the best way to do this, and I totally did not figure this out with Breakdown until after the fact, but there are these two notches right here, and what you can do is, if you bring the thumb up, you can take these grooves right here and slide it over these ridges right here. So you just take that and just slide that ridge into those grooves, and now this will sit flush against the back. The downside is because of this peg right here, this won't come down all the way, so now you have a thumb jutting out of his back. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, but hey, it does look a lot better because it sits totally flush against his back. So there you have that. So yeah, it's Sunstreaker. He's yellow. Now for comparison, there he is with Breakdown. And as you can see, the exact same mold. The only thing different is the head. Other than that, it's all the same. Only the paint is different. So there you have him with a Breakdown. And here he is with the Classics Sunstreaker. You can see a little bit shorter than the Classics mold. So there you have that. And here he is with Voyager Prime and Leader Magnus. So you can see how he scales with those. And there you have that. So yeah, Sunstreaker. It's Sunstreaker. You know, like I said, you know, this is honestly this is my least favorite of the Stunticon molds, but it actually works as Sunstreaker. It works. I don't know why. I don't know how, but it actually does work for Sunstreaker. I can work with this. I can live with this. So it's good for what it is. So there you have that. So of course, if you would like a Sunstreaker or any other Combiner Wars figures, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so do check it out. And you can also check out my Combiner Wars playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's pretty much it. So don't forget to check out EmGames, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Deluxe Class Sunstreaker. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face.
Sunstreaker, I've come up with a great plan for defeating our foes. And what's that on your back?
What?
A thing sticking out of your back.
Oh, this? Yeah, I don't know. I just woke up with this thing on me.
You might want to have Ratchet take a look at that. might be infected. Or it could serve some higher purpose. Sorry I bumped into you there.
It's okay, sir.
But you know what?
Ow. Excuse me, sir.
Sorry about that. Never mind. Ow! On second thought, ow! Sorry. I changed my mind. Ow! But you know what? Ow! Never mind. Ow! Anyway, ow! Look, I'm very wide, okay? You have to give me room here. I hope that thing on your back didn't pop when you landed on it. That would hurt.